Hello, friends. I, the the angels, and I feel that I need to discuss something. Um, I've talked about it before here, but right now, disclosure is really happening uh, about UFOs and UAPs, aliens, and right now there's been a lot of uh, discussion and uh, testimony in Congress about the UFOs and about cover up by our government and governmental agencies. And I think I've mentioned this before too. There are uh, corporations and large companies who um, own and hold um, some of the ships and other artifacts, even bodies that were picked up from crash sites, etc. And they have been working with those things to create or recreate um, technologies and uh, to make money, profit over people. Um, the whistleblowers are telling how people have been killed and threatened and beaten up and abused, um, trying to hold them back from telling the truth. And we know, the public, the United States, American people know that there have just been too many sightings and too many coincidences for it not to be true. Um, the one thing that makes me a little nervous and upset is that some of these whistleblowers, excuse me, my mouth is really dry. Some of these whistleblowers, in their testimonies, are saying that they're scared and they're worried about not just coming forward because they've been threatened and they've had friends and co-workers killed over this, but that they're worried about the aliens themselves. And I am here to tell you that do not be afraid of the aliens. They're here to help us. Um, I'm going to show you something that you might think is crazy, but the aliens come to me almost every night, and they do medical procedures and therapies on me. Um, one of the things that they do are IVs, and I know this because I've had no injuries. Now, right now, I only have one major bruise from it because I bruise pretty easily from IVs and things like that. Right here, you can see here where somebody put an IV in, and here someone put an IV in. And a lot of times I'll have them here and here and down here. Um, I don't know if you can see, there are little brown spots here and there um, on my hands. Those I don't have too many right now. A lot of times I have them all over the place. Um, those are like little tacky, uh, almost like putty, like wall putty, except this is skin putty, and they use it to close up the holes where they insert the needles. And it took me the longest time to figure out why I had all these weird little brown spots all over the place. And um, I asked the angels, and yeah, that's what it is. Um, they've been poking me, and they do it almost every night. Um, it doesn't hurt me. I'm not sure of the exact therapies that they're using on me, uh, and why they have to do the IVs every night. I guess I haven't really even, asked specifically. I just accept the fact that they are taking care of me. And I also get these little bumps. Um, it's like if you take the skin and you scratch it up, you get a um, buildup of hard, dry skin. I have those occasionally on my feet where they have connected, um, what are they called? Uh, the little wires. Um, anyway, they connect wires to my feet to give me uh, vibration therapies, electrodes. That's it. Um, so they attach little electrodes to my feet. And it's almost always my left foot, and it's almost always in the same two spots. And when they've done it, I sounds crazy, but I have to take a razor blade and shave those two spots to get those bumps down. And they've been doing that for me since the mid 90s, I think. Um, even the IVs. It took me probably 10, 15 years to realize, why I kept getting these bruises all over my hands, and what was going on. And sometimes, today I don't see evidence here. Oh, I do here. I don't know if you can see the little red dot there, um, right there. But I will find spots where they have, you know, put a needle in me there. Um, sometimes even down here and here, I have those putty spots here and here. Um, I have never been afraid of it. And the angels have told me that we have been here for hundreds of thousands of years. And we were planted here, we were brought here. We didn't evolve from apes or anything like that, that some people would like to think we did. We did not come from the Neanderthals. Um, the geologists, anthropologists, archaeologists, all the ogists have determined that our species has been here for over 200,000 years. We just showed up one day, and it wasn't like there was a gradual build up to our coming. it was like we just were here, and we've been here all along. There have been some very gradual changes um, over the years, but pretty much no real changes until just the last maybe 15 years, 10 to 15 years, our DNA is starting to change. Now, for me, I've been told my DNA is changing because of the technologies and medical procedures that have been done on me by the aliens who come to work with me. Um, yes, I have seen them. I have spoken with some of them, not all of them. Usually they try to um, stay cloaked and hidden. Um, but I have woken up and caught them because I'm a pretty light sleeper. So some of them look like normal, regular humans, just as though I'm in a doctor's office and they have white coats and um, they look like a human. They're humanoids. Um, then I have seen some that are tall, thin, bird-like, uh, and I've seen one that had like a golden triangle head. Um, I've seen all kinds of them. Some really big and tall, some shorter. I have only seen the grays once or twice. They don't really come very often. I've seen insectoids. Um, just you name it, they're there. They're some of them are a little weird and freaky looking, but if you keep an open mind and realize that, you know, if they wanted to hurt us, it would have already happened. They're not here to hurt us, they're here to help us. And right now, with everything that's going on around the world, all of the protesting and the, looting and stealing and thefts and the banking systems failing and um, just so many things, the wildfires and the earthquakes and the threat of volcanoes, and I mean, you name it, we're being hit with it right now. And the aliens are here to help us. If they wanted to just do away with us, they would have done that a long time ago. Um, and no, they are not here just to use us and take pieces and parts of us. That isn't what they're doing. They have um, taken semen and eggs from people to create and or recreate uh, babies, but they don't see that as a bad thing. They see that as reseeding and keeping the human race going. Um, the way the aliens and the angels think about things is very um, how would you describe it? It's very matter of fact, or you know, yes, your loved one is what you call deceased. They are no longer in their body. Their soul has left, but you know, you shouldn't be so upset over it because you know they've just gone on to their next step. This is how the aliens and angels feel about these things, and we have been raised and taught to grieve and to, you know, be attached to things and people, where the aliens and angels, they love, and they're kind, and they're decent, but they don't have all of the emotional attachments to things and people that we have. Um, I myself understand them well because through their teachings to me and their working with me, I have learned to detach from my ego and from um, my emotions. And so I think and act more like they do. Um, and I keep working on it because I see how much easier my life is when I can detach like that. Um, but my main message here is that yes, the aliens have been here for longer than we have. And they, from what the angels tell me, they were the ones that, um, with Source's assistance, God, they were the ones that planted us here. And they have been overseeing and watching everything that's going on here with very little interference. They have tried not to interfere, to allow us to have our freedom of choice and allow us to run our own lives. But now it's gotten to the point where, with the ascension and with everything that's been going on, we are getting where we will need their assistance. And so they're here to do that. So please don't be afraid of them. Um, and realize that we are all brothers and sisters, no matter what we or they look like, no matter our differences. It's like, it's similar to racial um, differences, but this goes, you know, species differences, um, and way beyond just the color of skin or the color of eyes or the type of hair that people have. Um, this, you know, triangle heads, insectoids, bird people, it sounds a little fantastical, but it really is true. And we'll be hearing more and more about it in the coming days. So just stay calm, have faith, and use love and discernment in dealing with your life from day to day. Blessings, love, and light to you and yours. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.